Okay, we have Lily here. Gold 5, almost platinum. You're almost there, right? Uh, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what can I do for you. All right. All right. So let's go. Let's play some assessment matches. I'm gonna make some mistakes here and there. I'm not gonna play 100% my level. I want to see what do you have or what are you missing. All right.
Hmm.
It's not about me beating you or you beating me in these matches. Oh, modern Marisa. Okay.
Yeah, I've been thinking about moving to Classic, but I don't have a good lever list right now, and Classic on gamepad is not my jam. Basing.
Marisa wins! Round one. Fight!
Can you jump out of that scutum there? Or the
Yeah, of course.
enfold?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
But you just have to know that it's
Yeah,
coming.
yeah.
If I do any meaty button, then go eat the meaty button.
Oh,
Okay.
I need to stop jumping in.
You need
This
to
is my
stop
problem in
killing.
ranked.
You need to stop killing yourself. Overall,
Yeah,
I don't know if you
neutral is
noticed.
definitely the part that I don't know. So
I don't know if you have noticed, but I'm not doing anything. You're just killing yourself. I'm
yeah,
cashing out on the fact that you're throwing stuff
I'm
out.
just I'm just making mistakes that. That's not close enough. Oh, I forgot, bro. Oh no. That's not spaced right.
See?
Yeah.
I don't normally talk in these sessions, in this part of the session, but
What? That was not Scootum. Yep, that'll kill.
Alright, I'm gonna do Ryu now, but yeah. I think I have all the information I need, but anyways, I'll do Ryu. I'll do normal Street Fighter 6 character. Like, Marisa is not Street Fighter 6. Marisa Just there, alone.
Just doing her own
Like,
thing.
Yeah. Hmm.
She just dropped it.
Round two. Fight.
Whoops. That came out too late.
Ryu wins. Round one. Fight.
Here.
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
Oh no. I thought you were safe from that.
I wasn't expecting that to hit.
I thought you were gonna land in time. Yeah, yeah.
That was hilarious as fuck, to be honest.
Oh. Nope. Oh, yep. That's not what I meant to hit. I wanted Gladius.
What's wrong? Get up. Ryu wins. Round one. Fight.
Aww.
I can become. Round two. Fight.
Where are you going? Strike three.
Oh, come on.
Ah.
That was so pretty, and they messed it up. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, Come to the training area. Here. Alright. Well, definitely there's a lot of issues, right? Mainly the one thing that you should change, like absolutely immediately, is the chaos, right? Turn on please screen display settings, the input history display for player 1, player 2, and turn on the frame meter, please, if you might.
Yep.
Okay, so the chaos in your mind, it's like you're always constantly thinking something to be doing, right? You need to, you know, you shouldn't be doing like something almost every time. You know, Marisa, you need to chill out a little bit, right? You need to chill out a little bit and try to be more analytical in the situation. See what your opponent is doing. Try to, you know, use your armor properly so they cannot get closer, right? But you constantly, you know, try to jump in. You definitely abuse this thing. Like you abuse it way too much, and in situations when it's really not good. Like if I jump at you, even if I hit, I cannot hit you with that, right? So the spacing on that, it has to be like super close for you to actually, you know, be able to grab with this. So you cannot be abusing tools in the game, like. Right, so you can use it. No, I don't mean to shut anything down, but abusing a tool is never good. Like even this, you know, this is, you know, potentially one of the best moves in the game. But if you just throw it out like this, right, and you don't space it properly, then you get punished by doing that. See, even if, I mean, you can react to that, right? If you've seen it like 4 times, then you already know how your opponent is willing to do those things, right? And you're gonna get punished by using these things. And same with the jumping, same with everything. And you cannot be throwing things out in the open for your opponent to hit you out of it. Every time you take a decision, you're gambling, right? And sometimes you take a relatively safe gamble, and other times you just take very big gambles, right? Or easy gambles rather than you know, if I jump in at you and you can just crouch and heavy punch, right?
Yeah.
Then you know, I'm a knockdown right here. I guess I can back roll, but you know, not every character has that. If Luke hits you with a crouching heavy punch, then you land on your feet, right? But not for Marisa. Now, you get a knockdown, and even if you back roll, then I can just dry rush and keep the pressure. So yeah, basically you need to have more, have a better structure on your game, right? Rather than just throwing things out in the open. More about, you know, spacing things and waiting for things, and you know, shutting down your opponent's options rather than you try to shove your game plan on your opponent's mouth, right? Especially using tools like, you know, jumping in it's not the best tool to get in, particularly in matches when there's no fireballs involved, right? And also your anti-air is definitely not the best.
My anti-air is definitely one of the places I struggle the most with.
Yeah, but that's because you're always thinking about what you are supposed to do. Like whenever you're in range, it's like, oh, I'm in range to do this. You're not waiting for your opponent to jump, and then there's no space in your mental stack, which is probably just developing right now because of the rank you're at. So you have, you know, the mental stack is like a RAM memory, right? You have certain space to think about things, and if you're always on the offensive and you're never on the defensive side, then your anti-air is not gonna be there just because of that. People say that they struggle with anti-airs. It's not a mechanical thing, because this is super easy to perform, right? It's because they are not waiting and you know, kind of seeing their opponent jumping, right? If I jump in at you right there, see, you can anti-air. It's not difficult. But it's because,
just while everything else is happening.
Yeah, it's because you're just expecting it at that time. So if I'm not doing anything, if we're not doing anything, right, then I'll be just waiting for your jump because you don't know, you don't have an offensive structure, so it's easy to think that you might you have a high rate of jumping in because you don't know how to open me up. Other than that, I didn't even get to see combos exit. I'm sorry, I didn't get to see combos execution or any sort of execution because, I mean, yeah. Again, your offensive is so misstructured that you cannot, perform your stuff. Since you're playing modern, I'll try to do certain things, but and you see how they fit because I don't really know exactly what things you're missing. Like if you do crouching, you have this both of these things, right? But if you do auto, then you have crouching like it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go over the buttons and what can you use the buttons for, right? Starting with light punch, right? If you jump and you jump light, you get light kick, right? So I don't need to go over.
Yeah, I got that one.
So I don't need to go over that. All right. So if you do, for example, you don't have quadriga. Oh, never mind.
No, I don't. Yeah, quadriga is the big one that I'm missing.
Quadriga is not there. All right. So if you do this, you can combo into this, right? So that's something that you need to have, right? Try it again.
No.
Oh,
Nope.
Not that one.
Nope.
This is +4.
Yeah. It needs to be that.
There you go. So the theory behind it is that this button on hit is +3, right? And do you know all the theory stuff? Like if I drive rush, I get 4 more frames.
You get 4 more frames. Yeah.
Oh, you know all the stuff, right? So yeah, this is something that you can throw out if there's like nothing going on. Then you can probably do something like that, right? If you catch people drive rushing into you and you do this, then you can probably do that. Also, block this. I'm gonna do quadriga, and you can if you do light into medium, right?
Yeah.
You can get a combo of that, right? Good. No.
Oh, because the punish counter is 4 frames.
Exactly. Yeah, 4 more frames. It's the same thing as getting a.
And somebody needed to only tap it once.
Yeah, you definitely need to stop mashing things.
Mashing. Yeah.
Definitely. What's your controller type right now, by the way?
PS4.
Oh, you have a pad. Okay, so no.
Yeah.
The thing is that you definitely need to stop mashing. When you come into practice mode, even if you don't get exactly what you're trying to do, try to think as the drill is to just press the amount of buttons required for you to do what you're doing, right? So I've seen people do this and then go crazy and press 1,000 medium buttons. So the reason for that is that if you want to perform something, right? I know you have auto and all that, but some combos you're gonna need to do manually, right? And if you don't stop mashing, then your brain is gonna be behind of what you're supposed to be thinking in the moment when performing the combo, right? You don't really set your mind into after this, right? After this comes an ODD, right? You will be thinking, I need to keep mashing and I need to keep hitting, right?
Yeah.
Also during the combo's execution, right? You get into the notion of, well, I hit, then I can perform this, right? Sometimes during a match, then if we are doing this and I suddenly hit you with this out of nowhere, if you keep mashing, then you will not be ready for the
to confirm on it.
To confirm it. Yeah, you definitely need to be chill when executing things, right? All right. So you also have this, right? So why do I use that for? If you empty jump me, if you empty jump me, right? If you do something like that, then I catch a lot of people, try to recover into whatever with this, or otherwise, I use it for pressure, right? If I come with this, then I get nothing out of I get just +1 out of this, and if I want to continue pressure and do some drive gauge damage, then I'll go for that, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the light conversion that you have on your auto. You know, this thing into this into this.
Yeah, into light Dima there.
That's super simple, right? I think there are some times that you need to manually do that. I don't know how much you do it. I think Femshep has more information about what combos come from modern into manually doing it. I know that you have to do this manually, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go over that later. That's not it, by the way.
It's
this one.
back heavy punch into back Dima?
No, it's charge back heavy punch into back heavy punch.
Yeah, I can't get the charge into the normal. Like, for some reason, I can only link Dima after normal, which I think is just mashing. But
alright, we'll get to that a little bit later. Alright? Okay. So, alright, well, the light kick, well, it's simple. We have our, cross up button. If you hit that, like, super low, then you can combo into this, right? If you get a punish counter, then you can combo into this as well. And yeah, well, the light confirm is also very important. And also when you get a knockdown, when you want to add variety to the game, then you definitely want to be using this, right? So not all the time when we get a knockdown like from this, we want to be doing this into this and try and attempt to get the big combo, right? Sometimes it's about breaking the defense so we can land something like this and close the round, right? Or keeping the pressure, because if you can get the Dima after that, then you can keep the pressure going on, right? Because of the knockdown. Marisa is very good on knockdowns. You should be when you do something like this. This is when you can do stuff like that, or the setup I did to you. And I did this into that, right? That's when you can do this Golden, or when you do something like this, right? And then you can, wait for people to press a button, and if they don't, then you grab them. All right. Moving on from, well, you don't have this, right?
No, I don't have standing light.
Okay. Well, it's not very useful, anyways. Like you can cancel like this into that if you get a counter hit or a punish counter, but I mean, you're not missing much. All right, moving on from the medium. You have medium kick and medium punch, right?
And then that one.
The crouching medium is that one, so we don't need to talk about this one. Okay, right?
Yeah. I don't have crouching medium kick.
Okay, so well, I guess we're gonna tie up the medium punch and the medium kick together, right? Because the medium kick, what you're supposed to be doing with the medium kick, it's like Marisa likes to play at this range, right? She's an outside fighter. So when you have people in front of you, then you want to do this and take a little bit of space. Right? We get nothing out of this. We get no cancel. We get nothing out of it. So this is like, okay, I'm going to take some air out of this, right? And if they drive rush into you, this is one of the best buttons to stop drive rush. But again, we don't get anything out of it. The good thing is that when you get a knockdown, wake up with the. I'm gonna knock you down and wake up with DI. Okay. Right. See, if I take that route right there, the DI is guaranteed. But if I do this, right? Then you get that route over there, right? And also, if after this you need to practice this link over here. Right, this link you absolutely need to be practicing, and it ties up with crouching medium punch because this is very important to have, right? When we are on neutral and somebody's just button mashy, right, and you want to check, you want to see what they do, then you do this, and then you might catch them, and then you get big combos out of that, right? So this button is not so great. Right, the only good thing is to get that cancel, right? The crouch, something like this. See?
Yeah. You get crouch into.
You get punishes out of that. Nope.
It needs to go into the kick.
Yeah. I think you need to do this manually as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nope.
But you have your muscle memory is very ingrained with something from what I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to. Yeah,
Oh my
you need
God.
to open up your
I need
mind.
to stop mashing and also just think about what I'm doing. Yeah.
You need to open your mind to other routes and things that you can do, because a lot of times I've gotten people, yeah, you know, do this into this into that, you know, extend the combo a little bit to get the kill, right?
Yeah.
But you need to be aware and you need to be thoughtful on what you're doing without just pressing. Oh, hold on a second. So you do crouching medium punch into drivers. Okay, so why are you doing it like that? You just need one tap of the dry parry to get the cancel. You don't need to press forward, right?
Oh.
You didn't
Okay.
know
Yeah.
that?
I knew it existed, but I'm never sure which one is which, so I usually just do the full input.
Yeah. Well, again, you know, doing this all puts a little bit of strain in your brain.
Yeah.
Rather than just pressing one, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could potentially, if it's easier for you, I'm just giving options here. You can press forward, right?
Yeah. So
But
it's just. Yeah, I'm hitting the wrong follow up after, but.
yep, there you go. Now listen. Do you know what's the difference between a cancel and a link?
Cancel is when it comes out during the recovery of another move, and link is after.
I wouldn't say during. I would say like it cancels the recovery of the move into another one. And yeah, the link is you need to finish the full recovery of one move to combo into another. So this right here is a link, right? You need the kick to finish, like coming down when she almost puts the feet on the foot on the ground, then you can press back heavy punch. Right? That's the proper timing. You need to work on that.
Yeah, and I'm
Definitely
mashing there to get it out.
Don't want to mash. Okay.
Yeah.
That's too late. So another thing that you need to get your mind on is that if you press like crouching, when you get a drive rush cancel and you press a button, you don't need to time the button, right? The button will get buffered and it will come out whenever the first frame is possible. So you need at least 8 frames of drive rush into button, right? So if you do this, right, as you can see, I'm not timing the kick. If you see my inputs, I'm just pressing the kick whenever, and it'll come out whenever the game sees it fit, right? So you don't need to time it. You don't need to wait for a specific moment to press that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, try it a couple more times. We will go back to this when we are on the combo practice part of the session. I mean, even if you're not getting it out, at least you're pressing the buttons. At least you are, you know, trying not to mash. So that's also important, right? Those are also important steps into the learning curve. I don't want you, you know, bashing yourself because I cannot get it out. I cannot do it, right? There's things that you have to see positive, right? Okay, so moving on. You know, the medium target combo. There's nothing much to talk about that. It's like this into this into that, this into this into super. This into this, you charge it a little bit, or this into this, you charge it a little bit, right? And the charge it a little bit is important because you know of the reversals, right? You can bait reversals with that. But other than that, well, if you get ahead, then you do that and into your combo, right? There's nothing much to be said about that. But there's other stuff, which is forward medium punch, which is very loaded. It has a lot of things going on, right? Well, first of all, you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that anymore. Try not to do that anymore. It's very bad, right? It's terrible in my opinion. Right? You can get a knockdown and all, but the damage is not so great. And you know, if you get it blocked, then you're gonna get thrown out to
-12
to pieces, right? So it's not really that great. So block and do. I'm gonna do forward medium punch and you do crouching light punch, right?
Okay.
Now you block this. There you go.
Oh,
So-
it whips.
It's a
Yeah,
space wrap, right? That's a space wrap, and it's a space wrap for a lot of buttons, right?
Mhm.
Because this is a -3 button, right? It kind of invites people to check it, and,
Yeah.
and you also have to check it. You as Marisa, if you see another Marisa just do this at you, they are trying to get something in motion, right? You need to put the game in motion, and you need to see what the opponent is gonna go for, right? If they for example, if they want to jump out of the corner, then you just wait them over here. If they press a light button, then you just punish them for pressing the light button. But you don't want to be pressing a lot of stuff afterwards on block, because if you don't space it properly, you try to press a meat, then I'm gonna get counter hit 100% of the time, right? I cannot do anything afterwards, at least against a light. I will get hit if I try to do anything. There's a counter play to that. If I try to space it to you and you press crouching medium punch, then I will definitely not be able to space you out. I'm gonna need to block, right?
Yeah.
It's very difficult. I can do it. Like I can, somehow space it sometimes. Not in the corner, I'm afraid. Oh, there you go. See?
Yeah.
But it's very, very, very difficult. You could say that other characters will basically crush you with a crouching medium kick into the driver by doing that. But the moment you do this and they do the crouching medium punch, right? You already know. Okay, so this person knows about the space wrap, right? I'm not gonna fall for it, right?
Yeah.
So there's a counter to the counter play, and if you try to press medium, then I can't just do this.
The light
right?
beats it. Yeah.
Exactly. So I get a knockdown, right? Another thing that you can do afterwards is if you see people pressing buttons all the time at every interaction with forward medium punch, then you can do this. You press whatever button after block. After block. After blocking
oh,
forward
sorry.
medium punch. Yeah, you do this, and then you get done, right? Even if you press a light, then see, you get a counter hit or punish counter. Right, so you get a little bit of damage there. So if you see them with very, very little life, and then you do this into that, and if they don't do anything, then you can definitely just go for the grab, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you do it like super close to them. Oh, whoops. Then you can go into that, right? So yeah, this tool is very, very useful to set the game in motion. You kind of, but you need to get this. Skill, so to speak, of learning how to watch your opponent, right? You need to do this and then be like, okay, so what's going on? What's gonna happen? Are you gonna press? I'm gonna block. So I'm gonna block and I'm in your face. What are you gonna do? What's it gonna be? Or you're pressing lights. Okay, so I'm just gonna punish you for it, right? Right. So you need to be aware of these things, right? And this will get you the ability to pay attention to your opponent moves, right? So if I do this, if you're in the corner and I do this, okay, so what are you gonna do? Are you gonna jump away? Are you scared of my pressure, right? So I have pressure right here, right?
Yeah.
Right, but you need to get into that sense of watching your opponent. So this button is very, very important in neutral for you to check your opponent and see what they do, okay? If they do nothing, then definitely you can continue with your pressure, or do this into this, right? You keep your pressure, right? You can keep doing stuff, but it all depends on what you see from your opponent, okay? All right, the heavies, well, the big whiff punish button right here, which you shouldn't be using in neutral as much, right? You have to wait for people to press something, right? Or if you have like a sense of people pressing something, then you go at it. Like from way, try to get it from back here, because if you're too close, and you try to do the heavy button, right? And then you get challenged by a medium, then you're gonna get you're gonna get counter hit way too many times if you keep pressing this at the wrong ranges, okay? sadly you don't have this, right?
Yeah.
This is something, right? This is very, very important to have, but sadly you don't have it. You don't have this, but yeah. All right. So speaking of that, of the heavy button, what are you doing? Why did you do this to me? Right. So now, when we get to the safe jump option, right? Now we can just charge the heavy punch, right? And we'll get a more plus situation, right?
Yeah.
You know the safe jump, right? You know that you do this into this into this, and it's a safe jump, right?
I know theoretically I can't seem to pull it off. I was sitting in the lab yesterday against
I can tell you
a
why.
Luke EXing.
You're doing
Yeah.
you're doing the special version of the phalanx, right? You're doing the special version. Are you down special, forward special?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the medium version. So if I do this into that with the medium, I will 100% whiff, 100%. So as you can see, if I do the medium, that's plus 45. Right, these 3 frames will ruin your safe jump. You know, the number that you want to see there is plus 42. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. What am I doing? Right. So if you do the special version, then you're not gonna get it. Right. You're never gonna get it.
Yeah.
Never ever. So that's why you're not getting it. You need to this part of the combo. You need to manually and see you get plus 42. Right. But the thing is, in the air, you can now hold the heavy punch, and if they try to, parry now, right? You get a huge advantage. Just try to parry this button, right? Now I'm plus 14. Well, it says plus 14, but if I do it like on the heavy on the safe jump version, oh my god, on the safe jump version. It's gonna be like plus 18, right? And you can get all sort of mix up afterwards. You can do that. It's not guaranteed, right? So if I do this and you try to jump if you try to jump that, then you will definitely be able to jump it out. Hold on. See, the command grab is never ever guaranteed in any setup, right? Ever. You can do it meaty and whatnot, and try to reduce the amount of frames they have to react. That's fine, but they can always jump out of it, right? All right, so I'm gonna whiff this, and you punish me with your heavy punch into something, okay? Right. No punish.
Nope, too early.
Okay, where's the follow up?
It should go into medium punch, right?
Yep. Oh no, you don't want to be doing that.
No, I don't.
You don't want to be mashing it either.
Doesn't
Alright.
hit the wall.
Any questions so far about the buttons, about the things that you can do, like on drive rush?
No, I just that the forward medium and the medium kick into the punches are both things that I definitely need to practice because I have not been. I don't think I've even known about them.
Now you know that this punch on hit is plus 7, so we can combo into this, right? So on punish counter, you should definitely go into that as well. There you go. All right. Not all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
What did I got forward? Oh, I hit forward at the end there, and I was too late on the.
Yeah.
That should have been.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
'cause I'm
Let's
hitting
go a
straight
little bit
forward
into
here.
combo execution. All right. You can try. You can try this a little bit. So I can see. Definitely. Oh, there's one question that I have that I do for people kind of struggling a little bit with with execution. Do you feel your hands kind of cramping and getting all tense when you're doing a combo.
Mm,
You're pressing the buttons way harder because it's like, oh, I need to land this, and you're pressing the buttons hard.
I don't feel it, but I would believe it. I definitely notice that I start mashing more as I get more stressed, which when I'm mashing, I'm definitely hitting like too
Yeah.
hard.
Okay, so Street Fighter 6 is one of the easiest execution games so far in the franchise. So when you should definitely come in the lab a lot more, and when you're executing motions, right, they should start coming out as second nature, because really you don't really need to be thinking about anything when you're executing the combo. Like it's just coming out, right? Things after you get ahead, it's just things coming out that you have practiced thousands of times, that you should be practicing thousands of times to get out. So they get second nature to you, right? And when you start reducing the amount of mashing that you do, you'll see how lenient the execution window of things is. Like if I do this, I can see how I do the EMAG. Like I don't need any timing, any ultra precise execution, right? I need to wait for the second hit and then I go for it, right? So another thing that you need to do is when you're performing things is see how slow you can do them, right? And you'll see when you're performing as slow as possible, then you realize that the game is not really about speed, right? Execution wise, I know that you're a modern, but still we're gonna go over through this. All right, do Gladius, just do Gladius right there. Do a couple Gladius. I keep doing it. More. All right, so tell me something about your execution that I'm seeing right now. Tell me something. I mean, describe what you're thinking when you're executing the Gladius. Is there something that that you can have?
I always over focus on making sure to end forward, because otherwise I get this.
Yeah.
And
The reason why I ask this is that a lot of people that I tell them to do Gladius or whatever, especially, they do this, right? They finish their the motion with the punch,
holding
right?
forward. Yeah.
So I tell them, finish your motion and then press the button, right? And you're doing it exactly like that, and it kind of, to be honest, it impresses me, and you should definitely be doing it that way, right? So finish your motions all the time and then press the button, right? So the same thing with that, okay? So
yeah, I'm not
Phalanx,
finishing the motion there.
you're not only you're not finishing the motion, but it's very, very messy, right? So if you do
Yeah.
the Gladius, it's fantastic because you're just doing a quarter circle forward and into punch, right? So that's very
Yeah.
clean, okay? So I can say that's very clean. So that it's not like this, it's not this, right? As you can see, that's very messy, right? So you want to come here and do this as much as possible. With the intent of cleaning your inputs, right? So onto the phalanx of the Superman. The motion is like a Gladius, but you first press forward, right? So you do this, and
Yeah.
this. And this is the motion that you want to be doing, right? Remember, finish your motions and then press the button. But yeah, clean it up a little bit. Nope, clean it up. Don't go. There you go. That's what you want to be doing. Nope. It's coming out, but it's not what I want, right? There you go. That's what I want. Don't go backwards. You don't need to go backwards. Just stay there. There you go. So when you practice that, yeah, do it. Don't stop. So now it's different, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So you need to get the feeling. All right? It doesn't matter if that happens. If that happens, it doesn't really matter. It means that you need to add a little bit of speed, just a tiny bit, particularly when pressing forward and going into down. If you wait more than 6 frames, then the game kind of doesn't do it
Yeah, I
anymore.
see it. The 7 neutrals there.
Exactly. Yeah. If you do,
Whereas
if you do
6 or-
more. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it's not 6 or 7. It's also means the sum of the rest that's going on. But if you do 6 or 7, then the rest it becomes a little bit trickier, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, when you come into training, then definitely try to clean your inputs. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need that that clean. Maybe in the game you're doing something like this, and that's fine. But as long as you come to practice and do this, right? And just keep doing this, and then if you get it wrong, what I used to do when I changed from arcade stick into levelers, was doing 10 of each, right? So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if I mess up like this, right, I start over, right? I start over 1, 2, 3, and 10 for each side, and the same with this motion. Right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, right? You should be doing that as well. Okay. All right. What combo do you want to do? Is there any combo that you? I think the big one is this one, right? You definitely need to practice this. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Do it. Remember, no mash. Just one button press. You need to wait for the feet to touch the ground.
To touch the ground, yeah.
Not really touch the
There.
ground, but it's like almost there. Touching the
As
ground.
it's coming down, yeah.
Mhm. Too late.
Mashed it.
So another trick. It's not really a trick to get it done, but if you do this into this, and if you press heavy punch, and it's not coming out, if it doesn't come out at all, it means that you did it way too early, right? Right. When you do it on time, then you get a combo. And if you don't get a combo, then that means you did it late, right?
Yeah.
So those are the two things that you can pay attention to.
Yeah, so that's still too
way
early.
too early, yeah. And that's way too
Too
late.
late. Yeah.
And that kick was way too late too. You almost have it.
Nope. I don't need to wait for the kick, right? Because it's just I can hit it as soon as yeah. Okay.
Ah, there you go. You got it.
Yeah, except that I mashed it.
I mean, you mashed it twice, so that means you're getting there. You're getting there.
Yeah.
Right. Now stop. Now drop the mashing. Okay. Now.
Yeah.
Drop.
Oh,
Alright,
I'm
so
hitting it
I don't
way
know-
too early.
I don't know how much of ear do you have, right? But sometimes I go with sound instead of of the animation. So I go like boom, 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 boom. I don't know if that helps you, but it did
Yeah.
help me. Right? I go more for the rhythm of the combo, right? Boom, boom, boom. Like,
Boom, boom,
ah, there you go.
boom, boom. That's not right at all. I hit heavy punch so fucking early.
Yeah, the problem was that if you don't wait anything between the drivers and the button, then it's
Yeah.
not that you need to time it, but if you press it, like, I don't know if you see this, but I can definitely see it. I press crouching medium punch into drivers instantly. Like I just do this instantly. If you
Yeah, yeah.
happen to press the medium kick when the drivers hasn't come out, then it'll get eaten, right? You just need to wait for the flash and then press the medium kick. You just need to wait for the flash, but you don't need to.
Yeah, I see.
Alright, so
Boom. Boom, boom,
almost
boom, 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 boom.
one heavy. I want you to be doing
Yeah, I need to
one
think
heavy.
about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, that's 3 heavies. Come on.
Way too early. Way
Yeah.
too early. So that's something funny happening right now is that you're not comboing this into that. You're doing this,
Yeah.
waiting and doing this, right? So you get the back heavy punch, like you do this and then you do this into this, and you get 2 hits, but you didn't combo from this. That's why. All right, go ahead. There you go. Okay. Uh-huh. Nope.
Nope,
That's
I
wrong.
dropped that. Nope, dropped it again. Oh, yeah. Nope.
Alright. Now you need to add the Dima. The heavy
Yeah.
Dima. Now you need to be adding this. Okay?
Yeah. Is there a reason that you're not following up with the second hit of Dima, or is it just for easier recovery while you're in the lab?
I mean, if I want to do like the full combo, I was just
Yeah, yeah.
demonstrating, right?
Yeah, no. I just wasn't sure if there was... I thought there was...
No, you definitely
Sorry,
want
let
to
me get-
continue, you know, the full
Yeah,
combo
yeah, yeah.
is Dima
Yeah.
into follow up, into drive rush.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. There you go. You got
I did
the
not
combo.
need OD
so
phalanx there because it wasn't a
yeah,
corner.
yeah, exactly. Most of the modern Marisas that I've trained, they go automatically. When they do this, they go into OD phalanx, regardless
Yeah.
of or if they are in the corner or not. So try to get that one down. But hey, you got that combo down. There you go.
And now I'm...
So almost there, almost there. But hey, you got the combo. Okay, so that's fine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now you know what you need to practice into the lab. All right, so moving on. This thing, go ahead and do it. Like back heavy punch into back heavy punch into heavy.
Yeah.
You know the follow up. You can do the follow up. Hold on. How many punches do you see here?
Too many.
All right. So there's 2 punches.
Yeah, and I'm hitting the button 3 times.
So you need to press it 2 times. All right. So another trick is that you press the button when her hand goes into the air, then you press the next one. Like bam, bam. I look like bam, bam. But as you can see, when the punch goes into the air above her head, it's when I press the next one. Right? Bam, bam. It's like bam, bam. Right? Oh, there you go. Well, kinda you go, but oh, you got this.
Nope. Skipping a step. What am I? I'm not hitting down on the
You're not
demon.
hitting down. That was a combo. That didn't combo. The two heavy punches
Yeah.
didn't combo.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope, no combo.
Nope, didn't combo. So it is that. It's 1, 2. I'm hitting the button too many times.
Nope.
Didn't combo. I'm missing down.
So now you see why it's important to practice motions like this, right?
Yeah.
The only reason is to do something like this, right? So I just do this into this into this. Right. So now just practice this into this, right? Like you press. You just press back heavy punch, neutral into deep, right? Oh, whoops. This into this.
Yeah.
Now, as you can see, oh my god, as you can see, I can do it so insanely slow, and it'll still come out, right? So the thing is that you don't need to rush it, right? But you don't need to wait. You need to do it in a fluid motion. But alright, so if you have a problem with one part of the combo, you try to focus on that one part of the combo, right? So you do this into this.
Yeah.
There you go. Very clean too now. Okay. So now add the two heavy punches.
And all of a sudden, my motion's gonna shit.
You're waiting way too long for whatever reason after the second punch. And you're also see one thing.
Yeah,
is,
I'm tensing up way too much trying to get the motion.
Yeah, see, I want you to relax. You know, if you feel your hands tensing up, you need to chill out a little bit and then come back again, right?
Yeah.
You cannot have if that happens, then your the muscle memory is not really building up, right? If you're doing super tense, then you're not getting it right. So when this happens, right, it's because crouching heavy punch, like back heavy punch, doesn't cancel into crouching heavy punch, right? So that's why you don't get it out, and that's why when you do it, you need to do the motion, the full motion, and then press the punch. See? So I just do this into this and buffer the motion and then press the punch. Right? That's another reason why I tell people finish your motions and then press the button. Right? This, this, into motion, into punch. Right?
Gotcha.
That will eventually, over time, build more consistency. Right? That's how you build consistency with your combos. If you try to perform them to... There you go. That was pretty, right? That was pretty good.
As soon as I stop fucking thinking about it, pardon my language.
It's fine. I mean, it's gonna be a video. Alright. Another thing that you need to know, I don't know if you know it, but you know, to get a super out, right? You do two quarter circle forwards, right? But you can do one quarter circle forward, which is
special, and then the second quarter circle. Yeah.
You have a background from another fighting game, or
no, I just watch way too much content.
Okay. But it's not the same.
A couple of my friends are very into it, so they talk about it a lot. So I end up picking up a lot of it, even though I can't actually play.
Yeah, well, one thing is listening to it, and the other thing is performing, right? As you can see, you know, look at how slow my inputs are right here. Like they are super slow, very, very, very slow, and it's still coming.
Yeah.
So why am I showing you this? Right? It's because when you're doing this combo and you want to get the super out, then you can, you know, do this into this, and it's gonna be a lot easier if you do it that way. But it needs to be a fluid motion. It's not. You don't need to wait for the gladius to finish. You don't need to wait for the gladius to hit. You just need to do quarter circle forward into the second quarter circle forward, right? No, you're stopping. Don't stop. Like what? Stop for the button and then follow. There you go. That's it. That's what you want to be doing. Don't stop your motions. Like do double quarter circle forward. So but slow it down. Slow it down to the most of your, you know, when the super can come out, right? Press the kick. Like do double quarter circle forward as slow as possible, and then you need to get that timing down, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now what you need to do is just press a button after the first quarter circle. There you
Like
go.
that.
Look,
There
look
we
at
go.
look how pretty those inputs are, dude. Look how pretty they are.
But I can't get the. Yeah, and I didn't get the. I didn't even hit the button for the Gladius there.
It's alright. It's alright.
Okay, so
I'm
put
just
that on
I'm
the
just
list of
giving
things
you
to pro.
ideas to help when you're performing like combos like this. I did that and she wasn't even doing the Gladius and I already dropped the I dropped the controller because I knew that it was just coming out. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Let's see. What else? This combo right here. Right.
Which I can't do that one because the OD quad, unfortunately.
You can't.
Yeah,
you have to
No.
do. Oh, never mind.
the only quad we have is in the auto combo. It comes after Demo.
Right. Okay. Never mind then. All right. Any questions you might have so far?
No, not on any of this stuff.
Okay. We're gonna go into neutral now. We're gonna talk about psychology of the game. What's the game plan with Marisa? What you should be doing, and why you should be doing stuff. Right. So let's get the elephant in the room that I do in every session. Why do you do what you're doing? This thing, the dance. I call it the dance, right? The neutral dance. Why do you do it? What are you looking for?
Mess with other people watching. If I'm just standing there, they can line up their spacing perfectly. But if you're moving around a little bit, it makes it harder. But then you just end up. I feel like I just end up walking into things constantly.
Yep. So okay, so let's pretend it's round start, right? Get a little get to the line, right? We're gonna do it to the extreme, right? So if we start doing neutral, right? What would you do? Let's do neutral, right?
My first thought is rush in, but I should not be rushing in or throwing phalanx at round start.
Okay, so let's do it again. Go ahead, do it again. All right, round one. All right. Okay. All right. So well, your answer is different from what people tell, because a lot of people is like, yeah, I want to do spacing and I want to get to the space of my stuff and I want the opponent to be whiffing, right? So I can whiff punish, which is not an easy thing to do. But all right, yeah, definitely one thing is that you definitely want to stay. This is Marisa's range, right? This is where you want to be at all times with Marisa. So it's a little bit further away from the heavy Gladius.
Yeah.
Well, it's in range for the heavy Gladius, but it's not in the range of most of her normals. But you want to be here. This is where you want to be. You don't want to be here. You don't want people to be here. Whenever somebody is in here, you go into the push out mode. Right? You push them out and you push them away. You don't want to be doing stuff like this. Like at this,
because those just hit you with a low light and
yeah, they will throw lights. They will hit you out of your Gladius, and it's really really bad, right? Okay, so you want to keep people away from your area, right? Stay away from me in my Gladius, right? And then if you want to commit with something, then you press forward medium punch and see what's the reaction. Oh, if you get a counter hit, I think I skipped that. If you get a counter hit, then you definitely want to do this, right? 100%, right? 100% of the times. When you're fighting and you get a forward medium punch, and you get a counter hit or a punish counter, you definitely want to combo into this, right?
which is 6 MP,
crouching light,
2 LP, LDMA.
Like
Yeah.
Dima,
Okay.
yeah. To work on that, you need to put the dummy to random block, and you can set it to random. Well, you can start with random counter hit, and then you can go with random block in random counter hit, right? To make it a little bit difficult for you. But if you don't see the counter hit message, by all means, don't do this, right? You can block this, and you're gonna get punished
And then-
very very heavily, right? So you need to get the sense of, oh, I saw the counter hit. Then you have a lot of time to decide whether or not you press this into this, right? So
Gotcha.
you don't need to rush it, okay? All right. So when we are in neutral, right, and I want to poke you, then I'll do something like this maybe. I can do Gladius if you like walk a little bit closer. Then I do Gladius. But you don't want this right here, right? So when we were doing neutral, like if we go into neutral, right? Let's do neutral again, right? Let's do neutral again. I came into this range and you did nothing about this.
Yeah,
right?
When I should
not,
be
not,
trying
not
to.
only that, but you got into the area yourself, right? You went into this area that you don't want to be here. You don't want to be here at all. This is not your range. You have nothing to do in this range. You could potentially, go into this, but it's like it's not worth the risk of coming into this area as Marisa, because we don't have the best walk speed, right? You should also be careful when pressing this button right here.
Because if it whiffs, you're very minus.
Not only because it whiffs, right? It's because Ryu, Ken, Kami, they have a crouching medium punch that comes out in 6 frames, and this comes in 12 frames, right? So if both of these animations meet, they will probably get a counter hit first, rather than you getting the counter hit, right? Because it's so slow, right? So you need to use this very, very, you should be very cautious about it, right? All right, and another thing that you definitely want to start doing is not jumping. There's a space and time in which you want to jump, right? You need to mess with the mental stack of your opponent. You cannot shut down options, because if you never jump, then
they just don't have to ever worry about anti-air.
Exactly. So you definitely want to see if they are capable of anti-airing. If you get a head out of a random jump, right? Then you get a big combo out of that, right? But if you see them, constantly Shoryuken and anti-airing you, then definitely you need to stop that, right? But this is how you gather information about your opponent, right? If we are right here, and if nothing is happening, then by all means do not jump. Do not jump if nothing is happening. If you see that they start, trying to hit you with stuff, right? Then you can decide whether or not at one moment you want to jump and see if they will, if you will catch them, pressing buttons like this or like this or like this, right? Or even a Gladius, right? In the instance that you're playing the mirror match. But if you're playing somebody else, then if they're pressing mediums and you jump and they are at the wrong time, then you can punish them, right? Okay, so on footsies, there's another thing that you need to keep in mind is what distance is triggering a reaction on your opponent, and then how you're dealing with that. Like for example, if you're Marisa, right? I want to get close to you to see if you're gonna go with medium kick. So you throw a medium kick there. If you throw a Gladius or not, right? I hit you with that, right? So if I see that you're throwing a lot of Gladiuses, then I will start trying to trigger that reaction off you, right? And I will get either a jump in, or I can, suddenly do that. See? Because my footsie information gathering is telling me that you want to do the Gladius right there, right? So you cannot be doing it all the time. If I come in and I see you Gladius once, and then I see you Gladius twice, it's like, okay, so your pattern is that if I go into your area, you're gonna throw a Gladius, right? And then I would try to deal with that in a way or another, right? You're talking to me what is triggering you, what's triggering your reaction. So you have to do this against your opponents, right? Because let's be honest, during gold and until you get like to diamond 4 and 5, it's gonna be a lot of chaos going on, and Marisa is really good at dealing with chaos. But if you get into that swirl of chaos yourself, then it's a mess, right? So if they jump in, you know, you can do this. If they jump in, you can do this. If they whiff, then you can do this. But you need to watch and be on the lookout for these things, right? And also another thing is that if you happen to be in this area against another character, you need to wait for them to waste their resources. Most of them are gonna do something like this, right? They're gonna go into this, and you know, they might get a throw, but they wasted 2 bars or 3 bars for a throw, and you know, you can take it, and then they wasted a lot of bars, right? Marisa is an attrition character. You want to be most of the times you want to be in a positive drive gauge state, right? You have more drive gauge most of the time than your opponent, right? So it's very very important that you get into that resource management thing, that you keep an eye on the resources available on the screen, right? You definitely want to avoid something like this, right? Imagine I'm gonna imagine you're a Ken or a Yuri or whatever. A lot of Marisas come here into this range, and then they suddenly do this, right? Because they want to go away, right? Marisa wants to go away, and it's when you get clipped by a crouching medium, right? You cannot walk away of situation, right? If you are here, then your best bet is, you know, you can walk away, but you try to block as much as possible. Another thing,
using those, and you're also like using a lot of that crouching medium and standing medium kick to try and just push yourself out of that distance, right?
Again, you shouldn't be abusing tools. Like if we are here, then, you know, I will throw one and just go away, but it's not like I'm gonna be doing this. Oh, you're in my area. Oh, you're in my area. Oh, you're in my area. Because again, we get nothing out of this, right? So you shouldn't be using it as much. Right? We can do this, right? And then, you know, we get to see if they are hoping, if they are waiting for it, right? A lot of Lukes, for example, what they like to do, right? They do stuff, and then you see them doing this over here, and it's like, yeah, throw me your Gladius, and it's like, I'm not gonna give you my Gladius, dude. You're gonna punish me with a stupid standing heavy punch, right? they are like kids asking for candy. It's like, oh, give me Gladius, please. And it's like, no. Why should you be giving them the thing that they are expecting you to do, right? So, they block once, and then, you know, you wait, and then you can see their actions. Like it's like they do this outside of the range, and they want to stay outside of the range, and it's very obvious, right? Another thing that you need to get yourself into is taking care of the space in your screen, right? So if I do this and I push you away, then I'll definitely try and get much space on the screen that I can. You know, I'm pushing you slowly but surely to the corner, right? Because again, most people want to stay away from this, right? They don't want to get hit by this, so they inadvertently, you know, they start doing stuff like this, and they are losing space, right? But again, one pattern that I see people that don't really get this much is like they go forward, right? And going forward consistently, it's also a pattern that you need to avoid, because you know, again, Ken, Ryo, Yuri, Akuma, they will eventually see that you're just going forward, and they will clip you with crouching medium kick or crouching medium whatever, right? So you need to do 2 things, right? Either you can walk a little bit, right? So imagine I'm here, you know, I'm pushing you away, right? And at this instance, I'm just holding my ground here by pressing forward, backwards, but a little bit, and, you know, I'm pressing crouch in case, you know, I'm gonna get hit by this. You know, against Marisa, I guess I kinda, you know, I don't need to worry too much about a low hit, but still, right? If you're doing this in this area, as you can see, I'm not leaving my square, so I'm holding my ground. This is holding my ground. I'm not giving you space. I'm not gonna go and take your space. I'm just holding my ground here. So I'm gonna take a decision. If I see you pushing forward, then I'm gonna try and push you away from my area, right? So it's a lot of bloated information. There's a lot of things going on in Street Fighter that most people don't really realize, right? All right, so let's make an exercise. Let's make exercise number 1. Stand on this on the medium line there, and let's try and play footsie. So your goal is not allow me to push you away, and you need to push me away, right? And execute whatever combo you can whenever you can, right? Okay.
Nope, I'm trying to get too close again.
Yeah, as you can see, when you're too close, my mission is just to push you away. But be careful, because this can come out, right? Okay. Come here. Again. Go.
That's
okay. Punish that. You need to punish those, right? If you see me going for this, then by all means, I do it. See, I'm gonna tell you why I do it, right? You like to press this way too much. Right? You like to press this way too much. So
and it's super unsafe because my friends always eat me with DI after it.
Yeah. Well, again, you need to just do one and get out of the area, and then you get back to it, right?
That's not the combo.
Then you're in the corner, right?
Yeah.
Back again. Go. Okay, hold on. Another thing that you should be careful. This matchup, I mean, I'm not going to discuss too much about this matchup, right? But you need to respect the armor. You need to respect Marisa's armor way more than with any other character. But that's beyond the point. I'm going to choose another character in a little bit, and we'll do this. We'll do this again. All right. So, okay. That's one.
I need to be canceling that into the better combo.
Okay. What?
Am I that predictable, or am I just guessing wrong?
Why are you getting hit by that so much, right? Yeah. Another thing is that you definitely want, to be more, just blocking, right? You need to work on just blocking, right? When you block too much, it will annoy your opponent beyond belief. I don't know what's with people, being blocked.
Yeah, and then they start making bad decisions, and then you can punish them.
Yeah, because their game plan, most of gold players and platinum players, they don't really have much variety. Like their toolbox is just a screwdriver and maybe a hammer. That's it, right? They don't have a wrench. They don't have other stuff. I don't know the names in English very well, but yeah, their toolbox is very simple. So the moment that you deal with that simplicity, they will short circuit and they will start, maybe jumping. They don't know what to do. They'll start throwing things without thinking, and that's your opportunity to deal with that, right? And mess them up. Okay, so exercise number 2 that we're gonna do today. I'm gonna do 2 things, right? We're gonna do footsies here. You're not going to attack me. I'm gonna try as much as I can to whiff this button, right? Or I'm gonna jump in, right? If I jump into anti-air accordingly, you can Gladius with, you can Gladius anti-air. That's super strong. As a modern player, you should be doing that way more than you're doing, but you need to be careful because if
it's an empty jump, then
you can still hit me, right?
Yeah.
But if you just hold it waiting for this to hit, right? Then it becomes a problem, right? Okay. So if I do this, then you have to do that. Why did you pressing auto if you're not hitting me? right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to watch
I need to
the-
get better about hit confirming. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. If you don't see something happen, then by all means don't keep pressing the rest. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start. All right. All right. I'll take that. I'll take that. So.
I'm way too slow on that.
Yeah, and because you're way too slow on that one, then you forget that this is a thing.
Yeah. Not even reacting with the right button.
The problem here, I'm trying my best to whiff it, but you keep
Yeah.
you keep coming into my area, right?
Yeah. So I should just stand here and think about what I've done.
You need to do footsies, because if I'm from right over here, then it's if
Pointless,
I'm further away, then what you really want to be doing is getting into the area of this and walk away from it, right?
Mm-hmm. What am I doing? That's not a jump. So if there's the whiff, punish
You're
it.
right. You're right. you're using your full mental stack into doing this.
Yeah, I'm using my entire stack. Like, I need to maintain the distance and not actually thinking about what I need to do when you throw out a move.
There's an exercise for this as well. The Strider setup that he does. Like you set a bot to walk forward and backwards, and then either forward or backwards, and then they do crouching medium kick, or they jump in, or they do a DI, or they do more stuff, right? And you need to react to all of those stuff. So I'm putting it as easy as possible with only 2 stuff, and as you can see, it's kind of overloading you, right? Your RAM is like 256 megabytes. Eventually,
Hey, that's an overstatement. Come on. It's like 64 megabytes, maybe.
Eventually, you will build up you get accustomed to doing this and just watching your opponent, and you can react to this. You will definitely not react to everything, but it is very important that, for example, if we are in this range, right? If we are in this range, what you should be worried about, like my normals are not gonna hit, right? At this range, you shouldn't be thinking about anything else other than getting jumped in, right? Which is the most dangerous thing that can happen to you, right? Another thing that's very dangerous is this, right?
Yeah.
But again, since your mental stack is very low, then by all means do not try to stop this, right? You cannot be thinking about stopping this and into getting anti-air and whatnot, right? Get the idea that you need to block easy things, right? You need to block this. Just block. Learn how to just block, okay? It's very important that you don't get these ideas that, I need to whiff punish everything. I need to, anti-air everything. I need to, stop the drive rush. You don't need all that at the same time. You need to slowly and surely be able to be aware of these things slowly. But it's very, very important that you just block. If you cannot react to stuff, just block, all right? So it's annoying because then there's a setup, then there's a 50-50 and whatnot. But But if you get hit by an air attack, then it's way worse than blocking. Okay. All right. Let's do the same exercise, but I'm gonna use Ryu, for example. Remember to turn on the stuff on the screen display. If you have any questions, then you can ask it and
Yeah.
Alright.
Screen display. 3 meter.
All right, so I'm gonna be the one in the middle now, and you need to push me to the corner, okay?
Which is
See, at this range.
this range is bad for me.
Yeah, you cannot be doing this at this range, right? You cannot be, walking backwards and forward at this range. This is I'm just gonna block state, right? You need to, you don't need to do anything, right? You need to be careful about that. Oh, hold on, wait, hold on, get over there. All right, start. Okay.
No. Until time.
Oh, finish. Oh.
Aw, there's two.
If you don't get into the habit of blocking those,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a hard. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing at this range? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
I guess, what am I supposed to, like, what are the main tools to push someone back from that range, right? Because it's not standing heavy. You can't over-rely on Gladius there. Like, is it still that just forward medium, crouching medium kick?
I mean, if you do forward medium punch at that range, then that's not the range of the space trap, right? That one is.
It's
Oh, that's whiff.
there? Yeah. No, still not. And it's not hitting that twice because that is bad on the second hit.
So the problem is that if you use one button, right? If you press crouching medium punch and I block it, right? You are right there, right? Do crouching medium punch. All right, so you're -2, right? So that means that I have 2 frames to walk and get into this area right here. I know that you don't want me in this area, but I want to be in this area to be able to do this, right? And if you see me doing this all the time, then you can Gladius me, right? You can check me, right?
Yeah.
The problem is that I have this, right? And you need to be aware of this range. This range right here. This range is insane, right? So you need to stay at that range, like almost a full square range is where you want to be at to be able to stop this, right? But if you're here, right on top of me, then where are you gonna go, right? What are you gonna do if I do this all the time, right? Alright, try again. Alright, now this range, see? What are you trying to what are you trying to accomplish when you remember you are -2, right? This button here is 8 frames, so I have 6 frames, and the Gladius armor, unless it's an OD one, it
doesn't cover the feet.
It also doesn't cover the feet, right? But yeah, you need to be paying attention to these things, right? You need to block. That's why I'm telling you, you just need to block when you. Yeah, this range is just. See, you're putting yourself in trouble by thinking that you have to do something, right?
Yeah.
A counter hit. See the counter hit thing? You need to do the crouching right. Where are you going? Where are you going, sir?
I need to not be that far in.
Yeah, like you walk in. Hold on, wait. You walk, and then you suddenly at this range. For reasons that I don't understand, but you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't.
It's okay. I don't understand my reasons either.
It's fine, but like if we are here, then there's absolutely no reason for you to be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. Okay, so okay.
I guess
Get back.
I'm thinking like if I'm trying to push you back towards the corner, I have to be walking in, right? Like.
Well, yes and no. right? Because if you overcommit, then you're gonna be in danger, right? You cannot think it's like you don't think I'm gonna push you into the corner. You need to play the footsie, right? Okay, again.
Friggin' crouch, please.
Block. Block.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing, right? So if I happen to do something like this, and you catch me with a standing heavy punch, right? Then you definitely need to convert, right? Conversions are very, very, very important, right? So if you commit to walking forward, and press this into the Dima, right?
Yeah.
Then you get a conversion, right? Then you need to convert as much as possible whenever you can. You know, Marisa has a really hard time getting in, but when she gets in, it's like an atomic bomb. But if you're just a water balloon, then it's very different, right? You need those conversions, all right?
And practicing those conversions is just going to be having a dummy with random block and only doing the combo if you hit. Or is there a better way to practice that?
Yeah, I mean, for you, I would say that first you need to be consistent in your execution, right?
Yeah.
And then you can practice those things about, you know, getting the random hit, and then you confirm and then go into hit. The first thing that you definitely need to do, like if you jump into somebody, then by all means you go into medium if you want. If you want, you can go into back heavy punch, into whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever you do, you have to have already the combo in your head. Like for example, right? If I'm right here and I just hit you with this, right? I already know that I have to go for this into that, right? Or if I want to do the level 3, then I would just do this into that, right?
Yeah.
If that comes out, right? I don't want to waste time doing the animation.
Yeah, no. I get what you mean.
All right. Let's try again. Oh, another. Well, I guess you don't have it. No, never mind. Okay, another thing that you need to be aware of is if you whiff something, right? If you press like crouching medium punch there. So I have 16 frames, or I'm just gonna talk about the recovery, right? I have 16 frames to approach you, right? So if you whiff, I want to get into the range that I'm comfortable with, which is this range right here, right? So I see that you whiff something and then you go into Gladius, and of course I'm going to attack your ankles, right? Because you're Marisa.
Yeah.
So you need to think about that. So if you whiff, then, and if you see me approaching, then by all means you need to block that, right? You just need to block, because if you think about pressing something, then you're going to get hit, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so let's make it a little bit more fair, and I'm gonna set the drive gauges to standard. They will recover as a match. Right? Okay.
That's so good.
Back to back. Oh no! Reset. Okay. Reset here. Okay.
What am I doing getting in? I don't want that.
You also don't want to be whiffing stuff like this.
Yeah. I'm just way too predictable with when I'm blocking and when I'm not.
And the funny part is that I should be very, very predictable that I'm going with this. But you're not you know, you're not taking that. You're not taking
Yeah,
that as information.
I guess it's more like I don't
You
like
are-
have it set yet what I'm supposed to be doing in neutral, right? Like
Mhm.
the things that have gotten me this far are not safe or good options, and I just don't yet have it memorized what I need to be using. Because like,
yeah, I understand that, and well, the other fact is that from what I'm seeing right now is that you're you know, I told you push me to the corner. That kind of puts you in the sense that you need to be pressing buttons, right? That's not really the goal. The goal is, you know, block, avoid me getting hitting you with this. Then the part where you push me into the corner will come by itself if you just stop me from, you know, doing stuff to you. And if you stop doing taking bad decisions, right?
what can I punish that with?
I kind of punish you by whiffing crouching medium punch.
Yeah, no, I mean like, it just feels like that pushes you so far back, and you're
What?
minus on it. Like I
This?
should be able to.
No,
Yeah.
I'm minus. Okay, hold on. I'm -6, right? I'm minus
Yeah.
6 here. So you cannot punish me because you don't have anything in range to punish me with that.
Yeah.
But I cannot do something like this. Block. I cannot be doing something like this. I
Yeah.
cannot definitely do something like this.
'Cause then
So-
I can. Yeah. I guess I
But-
can like.
But
Right.
if I'm right here and I do this to you,
Yeah.
see?
Then anything I do whiffs.
exactly. So
Yeah, and then
so
you get. whiff punishment.
you have to use those 6 frames either to get space forward and I don't know, maybe press forward medium punch
Mhm.
or do a gladius or you know, whatever, right?
Mhm.
But if I do this one, this puts me at 0.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think that's what I always struggle with. It's like I feel like when people are getting in close, I can either be trying to like retreat to the space where I need, but I feel like then they just get to continually pressure for the whole match, and I don't have any openings just because I guess I don't know what to punish and how. Like-
You just don't need to lose your mind over doing stuff, right? Don't
Yeah.
lose your mind over, you know, oh, I need to do something. Oh, I need to do something
Yeah.
here. Oh, I need to do something here. I need to do something here. You don't need to do much. Like, you know, the level difference here is clear, right? I'm not gonna do certain things that are very obvious, right? For example, if you
Yeah,
block,
yeah.
like if you block this, then I'm hoping and waiting for you to do something.
Yeah.
If you do something at this range, then I will punish you because you
Yeah.
will need to get way too close to me. See?
Mhm.
I'm creating this situation, right? I'm creating this
Yeah.
situation in which I will see if you press something that you shouldn't,
Yeah.
so I can punish you, right?
So is like in a situation like that, is Marissa's goal then just to block and wait for them to have to get closer again?
I mean, you have, again, you don't need to lose your mind about, you know, doing something, right? Because
Yeah.
in here at this range, I cannot do this again. I cannot be doing this again. So
Yeah.
this kind of resets the neutral, right?
Mm.
So if we are resetting the neutral, right? And, and if I'm doing this to you, then by all means, if the neutral is reset, then the neutral is reset. Like nobody has anything in their favor. So if I want
Yeah.
to go again for this, I need to get closer. And if you happen to throw a gladius at me at that moment, then I will have to block, or, you know.
Yeah.
See, I'm outside the area right now. See, I'm outside the range in where I want to be. But if you get
But if I
badly,
start randomly pressing buttons because
then
I
you're
need to
gonna
do
get hit.
something, then I'm gonna get hit. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So you need to determine what you need to watch what your opponent is doing. Right? If I walk forward like this, right, then you cannot allow me to continue the pressure, right? But you need to see that I'm, being abusive and walking forward. See, something like
Yeah.
that. But if I do something like this, right, and instead get out of the range, right, then it's another different story. It's like we're neutral here. Like what you gonna do, right? If I come here into this range, then you need to push me away with Gladius or whatever, right? Particularly more with Gladius, right? I really recommend you trying to keep people at bay by throwing Gladiuses, but be wary of the jump again. Right? If you keep, if I do this to you, right, if we are here and just throw Gladius, and I block it, and then see, I will need to get back if I want to punish you for that, right? So,
But if I whiff it, then it's
then that happens, right? That's why. What version are you using of Gladius?
That's heavy. That's
you definitely don't want to be using heavy because it will push you forward more, and it's a lot easier to punish.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I see.
So if you do the light and I try to punish from that range, it's gonna be. I mean, I can still do it, but
It's harder.
Yeah. See, as you can see, I'm. Trying to punish that. At least with Ryu, that doesn't have really a forward moving move, right? But like if I'm right here, and then you should stop. By the way, oh, there you go. There you not go.
Yeah, I needed the kick, and I autopiloted into the heavy.
Oh, you don't want to be doing that. Take that out of your system, please. Don't be doing random Scotum. Right? Scotum.
I'm used to trying to use it to get through projectiles because I'm really bad at parrying them as I'm walking forward.
No, I don't. No, I don't want to listen to that. Just parry the thing. Like if I'm right here, like if I'm Ryu, and I'm just throwing this at you, and you're just parrying or blocking or whatever, then I will definitely get bored of it, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm hoping I'm the fireball game. I'm just trying to condition you, right? I'm just trying to condition you to the fact that I'm doing this, and I want to see you either jumping or I can't get space because you're giving it to me right now. See?
Yeah.
But again, I mean, the level difference here is way too big, and it's
yeah. No, but I mean that's what makes this so helpful, right? Because you can tell immediately what I'm doing wrong.
I cannot. I guess one of my flaws as a coach is like I cannot go so much down that it's instinct for me. So some of the things are instinct. I can explain them. I can explain the instinct behind why I do the things I do. But telling you how to overcome it 100% of the time is not. See, what's the need for you to press that kick there? You have absolutely no need to just press a kick there, right? You need to wait for me to do stuff, right? At this range, after you block it, block it. So after you block it, then you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything to hit me. So why are you throwing stuff out there? You need to throw stuff out there if you see me walking forward to you, right? Oh, stop getting hit, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have learned many things today, and I think my
be-
brain is beginning to melt.
Yeah, I was, okay, so that's fine. It's fine. I was gonna. Do you want to finish with a couple of replays that you want me to watch, or do you think this is too much already?
I don't have any like replays picked out, but I
will
definitely
go
show you
into your history of matches and.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay.
That sounds like interesting to be able to see the.
All right, so Now the fun part about this is that now that you've been through the session, then you can pinpoint more mistakes. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be easier for you to point them. Oh, yeah. There's gonna be many lilies. Do you have your user code around?
I'm sure that I do, but I will have to find it in the profile. Yeah, user code 310-956-9841.
Okay, so there's my matches. Um, let's watch some of your losses in here. You don't have many losses in here.
Probably because I haven't played much since the most recent patch. Most of the time when I play, it's downstairs with a bunch of friends on the couch, which is not my computer, so
Oh,
it's on
interesting.
my
Oh
friend's
yeah,
PlayStation.
you talked to me about it. All right, let's watch
Yeah,
this
yeah,
review. Let's watch this review. Let's watch what happened here. All right, so you have another task. Right, I'm gonna just tell it right off because I know that something's gonna happen. See, something was gonna happen. Right.
Mm-hmm.
For the first 3 seconds of the match, don't do anything that is an aggression. Walking forward is an act of aggression, right? You want to get into the space. You want to hit into the range of hitting, right? Do not walk forward. Don't throw gladius. Don't drive rush. Don't jump. Nothing, right? For the first 3 seconds of a match, what you're gonna do is watch your opponent. You can walk a little bit backwards, block, and be mindful of what your opponent is doing or is gonna do, and you can counter what they do. Like if they jump at you, you can gladius. If they drive rush, you can crouch in medium punch and then cancel into whatever. Just don't do anything, right? Don't lose your mind going for something, right? All right, let's see what happens here. See, I don't want you to be doing this in the second 99, right?
Yeah.
You need to understand something about Phalanx. You know, Phalanx is an anti-fireball tool and a combo tool. It's not an approach tool. It's not good as a pressure tool as much.
Yeah, because it gets jabbed.
Yeah,
way
not only
easy.
it gets jab, it can get neutral jump as well, right? To be using that against a fireball character, you need to determine the pattern in which he throws the fireball, right? Some people, it's very obvious. They take a couple step back and they throw the fireball, right? Or they go fireball into fireball, right? So now you know that they have to. But we'll see that about that. We'll see that. What I want you to avoid is doing these things. Right? Oh, definitely might have gotten a better punish out of medium punch, but oh, see, this kind of chaos is what I want you to avoid getting into, right? So if you're not pressing things, okay, so you press this, you're +4, right? There's absolutely no need for you to be charging another gladius after this. You either go for forward medium punch or a simple gladius, right? Instead of charging another one. But if you just stay put here and if you press, I don't know, maybe crouching light punch or something simple, then you would have had enough time to punish this chaos right here. But because you're in chaos yourself, then you lose these opportunities. This was like a 35% life gain that you could have taken.
Yeah.
Right? Alright, nice block. See, I want you to be doing not that. Oh, why did you go for something there?
Because I'm bad.
Yeah, if you had blocked this was unsafe. And you could have punished with the crouching punch into extending a medium punch target combo. But all right. So look at this. Look at the position that Ryu puts himself into. You need to be aware of this situation right here. Oh my god! And he also back throw. Okay. Yeah, the chaos. Stop the chaos.
Yeah.
So as you can see that the Ryu is being absolutely frenetic about stuff. He's just pressing buttons, he's throwing stuff, he's doing whatever. Oof.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so what's it gonna be? No. Oof. Okay. I was lazy, but holy macaronis, Batman. So basically, if you waited, he would have killed himself. Look at this. Do you see this?
I think I'm on the wrong spot. Which replay are you in?
Oh wait! Oh my god! I'm so stupid, dude.
It's okay. I've just been like watching along on the replay as well, but I think I missed.
I kept going back and oh my god! I'm sorry, dude. I'm very
No,
sorry.
you're okay. You're okay.
I forgot to turn on the stream of Discord. Alright,
I should have said something earlier, but
yeah, definitely you should have. Alright, yeah. Well, I was talking about this, right? I was talking about
Yeah.
this silly, and you know the Shoryuken. You should have just standing medium punch, or at least I think you had time for standing heavy punch. But this was at the range it wasn't good, right?
especially because it whiffs and you're wasting damage. Yeah.
Yeah, here's the situation that right. You're +4 here. If you forward medium punch, it's gonna be a 6-frame button. It's very hard to stop that. So you could have done that or nothing, but you decide to go for another charge, Gladius charge, not even regular, right? So you charged this and you lost the opportunity to punish this Shoryuken.
To punish that, yeah.
And then it's neutral, right? It's very sad because it's his turn now. All right. So, but that now he decides for whatever reason, for whatever chaos is in his mind, to cancel a light kick into drivers. This is very bad because even if he gets a combo, it's gonna be heavily
scaled. He's spent 3 bars. Yeah,
it's very bad. But here you get a nice block string, and then for whatever reason you thought it was a good idea to be pressing buttons in the middle of a combo.
Yeah.
You can do that if you see them stopping, right? But as you can see here, he's just pressing stuff, right?
Yeah.
That was punishable, by the way. If you block that was punishable. Again, and he goes for it again, and now he puts into this position where his drive gauge is in very serious danger, and you have all these resources for yourself. Sadly, you don't react to this, but then he gets burned out very bad. You tried the back throw, which is it was okay. But then I don't know what chaos you also fall into that you needed to press crouching heavy punch, right? And I don't know what chaos is happening through his mind that he forward jumping here. So this is
that was supposed to be Gladius, but my inputs are way too messy there.
I don't see the down one. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get Gladius, right? Like.
All right, so you need to know. I don't know if you know, but her armor ends when the Gladius is released, right? Unless it's the older version. Right? That's -5, so that means you can throw a crouching light punch into standing medium punch target combo. You decide to go for this one.
Which pushes me back too far, and then it whiffs, and then I go back to Gladius.
This was super lucky, right? But
yeah.
So,
and again, really lucky that he didn't cancel.
The lazy combo here. You never... maybe you tried to shimmy, but you did it a little bit poorly, right? You jumped way too early here. If you wanted to see me, that you need to wait for him to stand up, and then you jump.
Mhm.
And then, well, this is all craziness and chaos all over the place, right?
Mhm.
One of the two players need to put a pause to that chaos, right? And whoever does it, right? Whoever does it first and waits and messes with the opponent doing so much random shit, he's gonna win, right? Or you both fall into chaos and it's just gonna be random after random, right? So you can see this guy, the round 2 thing wasn't even finished and he was already pressing this.
Yeah.
You don't block it. Okay, so yeah, you definitely don't want to be pressing some stuff. Right? What did you try to? Oh, you tried to go for the grab. Okay, so. Alright, but look again, the same situation. He's just calling to be, he's calling to die, right?
Yeah.
Now, he already showed you the previous round how he likes to do this. Right? Now you need to be ready for this, right? Because he already showed you that he wants to be doing this in the corner, and you're gonna see this a lot, right? So you better be prepared when you're in the corner. Laser focus to stop this, right? Laser focus. You're in another burnout. Now you get the back throw. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, right. So he has absolutely no way to escape this situation. Please, please, I beg you, don't go for the command grab. Oh, sad. Okay.
Yeah, I missed the target combo there.
No, it's not gonna reach.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the disaster.
And then I whiffed the grab after too.
But yeah,
That's embarrassing.
yeah, as you can see, it's a lot of bad decision making, and you know you need more control of the match, right? I'm not gonna watch this. You need more control over what's happening in the match. It kind of slowly but surely you need to build this idea of what your opponents want to be doing, what the ranges they want to be at, and you start stopping that. But if you see random stuff, then you need to be prepared for that random stuff.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
not hitting buttons in the middle of that block string.
This is -8. What's it gonna be?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing, right?
Yeah, so that should have
What-
been medium targets or crouching medium into something else. Like,
Yep. This is fine. Why did you release it?
yeah, because I should have been holding that to armor it, and then
Punish. Okay. Alright, be careful. No. I was gonna say, be careful with your bar.
be careful
because
not
you
to
don't-
burn out. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have it. You don't have it. You should have, in this situation, right here, right now, after this, you should have level 1. If you level 1, he's gonna be on burnout. You decide to go for that, and no.
Yeah. Why did I Gladius there?
I don't know. Because you like the Gladius?
I do like the Gladius, it's true.
Oh, get away from that range. When you're on burnout, your life mission is to stay in the middle of the screen. Now, he has done this 4 times in a row, and you haven't stopped that. Punish that, punish that, punish that. Oh. Alright, so, okay. Alright, so you don't punish. Okay, stop, right? You stop here. This is the range, okay? This is the range.
Yeah.
Now, look at the space. Look at the space. Why are you walking backwards here? there's absolutely no reason for you to be walking backwards here. You're putting yourself closer into the corner, and you definitely want to get out of there. Like Marisa's does not having reversal. She's not as strong to be in the corner, right? Pressure. So okay, another thing that you need to think about, because you're Marisa and then you have more life than them. If you drive rush here, and they want to wake up DP, they will waste 2 bars and put themselves almost into burnout, and they will do, I don't know, very miserable damage, right? You want this situation. You want to, press heavy punch in here to be able to reach instead of, if you had thrown the heavy punch here, you would have gotten hit. Then disaster.
Yeah, and he gets all his bar back from that.
Oh, the back throw when you could have pushed him
Thrown
into
him
the corner.
further into the corner, yeah.
And right there, you could have just, light punch target combo. Oh, you keep doing drive rush into. Oh no! Oh. You keep doing drive rush into medium punch instead of heavy punch.
Yep, and there was drive rush into medium punch again.
What's it? No! What happened? Oh, that one would hit. Alright. He has no bar. No, he's dead. Right? You do drive rush, light kick. Oh my god, no! The chaos! The chaos won. Yeah, you definitely need more control over the match and over the things that are happening, right?
So right there, the drive rush light kick would be light kick into light punch into Gladius, chipping him for death because he's in burnout.
You don't have standing light kicks actually for him.
Well, I mean crouching light kick, right?
I think it's not the same in terms of range. I don't know. I have to ask exactly what's the checkmate scenario for modern Marisa, right?
I know that the checkmates changed after the season, and I have not learned new ones yet. So
yeah, I mean, you could drive rush into a medium punch, and you'd get a trade if they try to press a light, and then you get another stuff. But I need to check exactly what's the let's do it like right now. I'm gonna ask and see what the responses are. Was the checkmate for? Okay, I'm gonna take 4. Alright. Okay. So that's all the time we have for today. I'm gonna end the recording now, so I'll upload it a little bit later, okay?
yeah, thank you so much.